Hello, and welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the Titans, one of the most well-known Titans in the Transformers universe. This being Transformers War for Cybertron Titan Class 2019 Omega Supreme. A well-known name in mythology and history of the Transformer franchise, the Autobots' last line of defense. This is the latest incarnation, and in my opinion, one of the best detailed. With minimal accessories that actually come with this toy, it actually has maximum play feature. So, here we go. This is really cool to take a look at this set. Again, released 2019 as part of the War for Cybertron toy line. What you see with this set is what you get, and it's not much. You get 7 different blast effects parts. Gray and orange are his colors. You get his Micromaster Countdown, which we will talk about in a few seconds. And then you get Omega himself, and these are the 3 components in his base and tank mode. You have the main body, which is Omega Supreme himself. The rocket ship, which is so big my camera does not actually show the whole thing. And you get the track, which is the remainder of the body, and 2 additional pieces, which form the track and his wings on his back. This will not fit on my turntable, so I do apologize for some of the camera angles. We are going to go zoom in with the camera itself and see how that does today. Maybe it's a feature we keep, maybe not. Let's take a look. Trying to keep this level is going to be a trick. The detail work on this toy is incredible. So there's a better look at that. And this is the actual base mode. He is compatible with the combat and air systems. Fortress Maximus, for example, has ramps that will level off with this one here on the side and connect right to this. You can have these side chambers open. For room on mine, I don't right now. This is the back of the command station. And I'm about to knock the shuttle off the table here. Really, really cool. Again, I do apologize for the camera angles. We shall see how this video goes. There we go. And of course we get the rocket ship. And it does open on the top. Well, of course now mine's going to give me trouble about opening. There we go. And Countdown can stand inside there. And this does fit right here. Again, the detail work is really cool. And then we have Countdown himself, which is an upgrade from the 1989 Autobot rocket base. The Micromaster set is where he was originally released, and this is the updated version of Countdown. Very close to the original toy. Transformation is actually identical. So we're going to flip out the legs. Actually, first move the dish out of the way. We're going to flip out the legs. And just bring his arms down. Push the dish on his back. Nope, I can speak. And there is Countdown in his robot mode. Blue for the eye, silver for the face, cream for the body, and red for the extremities with black tires. Pretty basic, but still looks really nice. Articulation on that. Arm will go all the way around. Front boot. Back boot. He does have hip swivel and knee bend. And he does have this gray peg in the middle of his chest. When he is in vehicle mode, he can actually attach to Omega Supreme, and we'll show you how to do that. In this mode, there are several ports for the Blast Effects parts all over the place. You just plug those in almost anywhere. So, even several ones up on the front. You can take something like this and plug it right in, like so. Fold the end of the shuttle up. Come back up here and close the door. Now it looks like it's ready for space travel again. Again, very nicely detailed. A lot of ports on this. And in the back you can put the now it looks like it's blasting off. Then with the tank, you can actually store countdown inside by lifting these. And he'll store right there in his vehicle mode. So we'll transform him back. I'm going to fold the legs up. Like so. Bring the arms up. And just set the dish right there. And you'll see the design for the mold. You can actually store him in there in vehicle mode as well. And he fits in there quite nicely. Doesn't, as I say, doesn't jiggle around and might pop loose. Oh. Leave it to me. There we go. And the way this is designed, unfortunately, this turret will not turn. So the only motion you get with this is this goes up and down, and you can move his cannons. He will roll independently, nicely. This track is designed that any deluxe transformer from the War for Cybertron toy line will roll around on this without a problem at all. So now we're going to transform them. Before we do that, though, let me give you a quick bio on Countdown. There we go. So the bio on Countdown is: Countdown is a legend on thousands of inhabited worlds across the galaxy. A space explorer long before the Autobot-Decepticon War. He liberated many planets and helped them get their freedom. Now, assisting Omega Supreme, he looks for planets in distress that are being attacked by Decepticons and liberates them in the Autobot cause, hoping for the one day the war is over and he can go back to space exploring. Rather cool. Alright, let's transform this big boy. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put the shuttle aside for a minute. That thing is huge. We're going to unclip this. This does clip in. You're going to come to the bottom. And this is just going to fold together. And it's going to tab together like so. And you're going to leave this tab out. And do the same for the back. In, flat, flip. And these are left and right. Next we're going to come to these little black tabs on the sides. In, and in. This is a step I always forget. Detail work, even in here, it's amazing. These whole panels are going to come in and clip. You can see that they are compatible as well. So you can clip little bases in here and stuff. Bring the leg down. Straighten. Leg down. And straighten. Try raising the camera because he's about to get a little bit taller. Bring this up for a second, and we're going to take the entire top half and rotate it. Like so. We're going to leave that open. That's all we're going to do with the base for now. Next, we're going to come to the rocket ship itself. And to transform this, we're going to unclip here and here. Take this whole section and lift. So that this frees this up. Fold this in. Can't even see that. Fold this in. Fold that in. Fold. Fold. And these are going to come down like so. And they're going to come back like that. We're going to take this part of the arm and pull it down. And push that piece in. Same thing over here. We're going to loosen that. We're going to come to the back of Omega. And you'll notice how this is designed. Half moon, flat on the top. Hard to see that. Boop. A little bit better. Half moon, flat on the top. Which means you're going to put it in like this. These two pieces go to the back. The cannons to the left, the hands to the right. There we go. Clipped in. You'll hear the clip when you do it. You can lift this up. And these will slide in. You'll see how they're grooved. And they clip in right here. And you want to do them behind these jets. So you'll see it right here. That is the base and body of Omega Supreme. Now we're going to do the tank part. Bring this up. Bring this up. Bring that up. Open this compartment. And we're going to take this whole section on the bottom and fold it in half, and it will plug into itself. It's supposed to plug in. Oh no, my Omega's giving me trouble. Don't do this. There we go. And there we go. Now it clipped. Wow. Okay. We're going to take this piece, turn it upside down, and this entire piece right here is going to rotate. That's going to come up. You're going to take these guns here, bend them both, line them up like this, and then set all this in place, and that'll all clip. And there's Omega's chest. Bring this gun in the back of his head out, and you'll see this clip here. It's going to clip right there. Like so. These two are going to come down. This is going to come up and clip over this. And there is Omega Supreme in his robot mode. And we're going to pick the camera up here. He's a big boy. He is a really big boy. Again, I do apologize for the camera angles. I know it's not the greatest. I've always said it, I'm not an expert. But this guy looks fantastic. Let's get a little closer view of the face. He has the Omega Supreme face behind the glass shield. Nice detail work here behind the plastic. The Autobot symbol here. You can still raise these up from weaponry. Kind of feel like I'm shooting one of my promo videos here. Actually, he will stand on the base. What am I thinking? There we go. Sorry. There we go. Much, much better. He is a really big boy. And we'll turn the light away so you can see a little bit better. And he is heavy. And his articulation is incredible. He does have light piping on the top of his head. See his eyes lighting up. $1 to dollar. Nice light. Oh, and Scourge just fell over in the background. Well, he got intimidated. So articulation, the neck will go up. All the way around, full, complete exorcist. Shoulders, you bring the arm out, will go all the way around. Up and down. Elbow swivel and bend. This cannon will go in and out. And on this hand, the bottom of the claw will turn. And these can all be moved. He does have waist rotation, which is really nice for a Titan. He does have a front boot. Not the greatest though. Back. And he can do the splits. So we have this leg out of the way. Thigh rotation on that leg, and knee bend. Wow, this thing's not that easy to hold up in the air when you're doing this. And he does have, it's kind of hard to see it from that angle, ankle rotation. All right, Omega. like I said, you can attach Countdown to him. Bring this peg up. And there's a spot on either one of his shoulders. There. And on the top of that one. It's kind of hard to see it. You just plug him in right there. And with his blast effects parts, you can do this. And then that still leaves you one extra to do with whatever you want. I actually cheat with mine. These compartments do open on the legs. I do have animals too, so I don't want them ruined. So I actually store them right in there. Quick bio on Omega Supreme. Omega Supreme is the largest of all the Autobots to date. This was before Fortress's bio was created, by the way. Possibly the most powerful, if not the powerful of all the Autobots. He is the Autobots' last line of defense. This responsibility has given him a solemn and even a grim personality. He is the last of the Guardian robots. At one time guarded the fabled Crystal City and was betrayed by the Constructicons, who he called his friends, and has been on a vengeance crusade against them ever since. So that's it. This has been Transformers War for Cybertron Titan Class 2019 Omega Supreme. Let me know in the comments what you think of this toy. I think it's phenomenal. I think it really looks cool. For Omega Supremes, I love this series. I like the original. I had it at one time. I don't anymore. Of the two, though, I do prefer this one. I just like the detail work on it, and there's so much more you can do. I miss having the motorized walking of the original, but I would gladly trade that for the posability and the dynamics of this one. Having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all of my channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. Bumblebee just fell. Many, many more videos headed your way. I'm going to get ready for another video. And Omega Supreme is going to go smash some Decepticons. You have a good day.